Good evening and welcome to Rock True. I am your host, Tamoy, and we thank you for joining us as we rock truth for absolutely nothing at all. We live in a society today where truth, even before our very eyes, is consistently questioned, criticized, and altered to fit a person's ideology of God's original intent for the kingdom and for mankind. We believe that the Bible, our kingdom constitution, is inspired, infallible, inerrant, and the final authority for all. Rock Truth is founded on He, who is the original point of reference for all things to come through eternity. Rock Truth is a cross cultural response to the economic climate and social crisis of today. Rock Truth is designed to serve the physical need of fallen man while serving the spiritual need he didn't know he had that impacts, affects, and infects generationally. Rock Truth seeks to inspire, enlighten, and highlight upcoming and established local kings and queens of character while promoting Black consciousness and awareness of who we are and to whom we belong. What's up, Rock Truth? Rocking with the youth this Monday.
Hey, hey, hey. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay.
I can
All
still
right,
hear the music too.
How are you?
I'm good. I'm
Johnny?
I'm blessed.
Okay. That's the only way to be. Good and blessed. And blessed. We're having a couple some difficulties, but we'll get through it as usual.
Yeah.
Hey, there she
Anyway,
is.
I couldn't be here last Monday, so you guys missed my nails.
Oh,
But
yeah.
these are my ones that I got for Valentine's Day.
We need the nail check in. Oh, they're cute.
Oh, those are pretty. Those are
Yeah.
pretty.
And then the heart.
Pretty.
Okay. All right, girl. Go ahead. Do your thing.
Yeah, I like pink now. Pink's very
Me,
In the
I'm good.
heart.
I need a
Easy,
refill.
easy. I don't know. How did that go?
I like it. I like pink now. I used to didn't like it as a child, but I like it now.
It's all good. Anyway, how's your day going, Selena?
This it. You know what? It's going. It's definitely going. I'm still trying to log in from the computer. It's still
Up. We
Yeah,
lost her. It's all
yeah.
right.
I
She'll be
think
back.
she was just saying that it's going, and I know she was saying something about her computer,
Computer,
so
yeah.
it cut out on her before she could talk bad on it. So
Yeah, she's been having trouble with her computer, but it's all good. She'll be back. So I don't know. I kind of had a busy week this week with my daughter and her basketball and all of her accomplishments.
yeah,
Uh, she was third in the conference this week. And she made
whoop whoop.
yeah. She doing her thing big time. And then she made player of the week for her school in the
where does she
conference.
play? What school?
She You said what school or what sport?
I mean, I know she's basketball, but where does she play for?
She plays for West Deptford. We're here in New Jersey.
Yeah.
Yeah. She plays with West
Oh,
Deptford. Yeah, so she's really doing her thing. It's really
She dope though. She dope.
enlightening to see it. Yeah, I mean, last year it was crazy because last year she mid-season she broke her ankle. One of her teammates fell on her ankle,
yeah,
and so she missed half the season last year and had to get surgery. She had to get pins and stuff put in there. But it's just kind of dope to see her,
yeah. That
overcome.
comeback. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So I'm pretty proud about that. I'm a proud mama. So I've been indulging and engaging in all of her her accomplishments and all of her feats this week. So that's how my week and my day has been going.
That's good.
Yeah. Yep. So,
My week has been I can say that
Yeah,
it's
that's
been
what's
like
up. That's what's
it's
up.
been full of
That
surprises.
is
That's
what's
what
up.
my week has been. But I continue to just trust in the Lord and cast all my cares
Oh,
on to
yeah.
Him because. But you know what? They can't take my joy away, so I'm not gonna even. You know.
That's it. That's it, sis. They can't. Like you gotta understand, like, you're the one that's in control and you have the power. So can't nobody
Yeah.
take it, but you can sure enough give it,
Give it to them.
and so, watch the power and the energy and
Right.
those things that you're giving away. Like, you yeah, you need it. You need it. You require it. You know what I'm saying? For the things that you're trying to do and what you've been. So yeah, just watch that. I'm with you. Just a lot of
Mhm.
surprises in
A
the week.
lot.
And sometimes, you know what's so funny is it's starting to make me really see that a lot of things that God does should not be surprise to us.
Yeah.
It should be what we
Yeah.
expect, and it should be
Yeah.
everyday and mundane, like, but we
Yeah.
be acting like, oh, we have it
I try
got
not to
so
have
it's
any
like our lack of
expectations
culture,
though.
you know.
I don't. I
Yeah,
try not to have expectations, but I'm not gonna say that. It's more like a surprise. It's like when you're taken aback, like you're just taken aback, like whoa. And then okay. It's just like
yeah.
like the
Right.
whoa, but you're like you catch back.
Right, for real, because you got, again, it's about your respond, and so you have to respond
The
properly, and all
response,
of that is training, and
the
yep,
response.
respond, don't react, don't react. It's a difference. It's definitely a difference, and
Yeah,
so
yeah.
mm-hmm,
It's about
definitely
it's proactive. We gotta learn how to be proactive and not reactive.
yeah,
That's
Exactly.
different.
yep,
That's how we can
yep.
be better prepared
Yeah.
for the surprises, quote unquote.
Right, because again, it just shouldn't be. It should be like, we should be like, right, that's the mail come about this time, y'all. That's right,
Right.
For real, we supposed to be
Yes.
kingdom citizens. We be acting like we not from here, and
Right.
it's just it's that shift in your mind. I'm sitting. Look, it's a real shift in your mind. Like, you really gotta repent. You really gotta change your mind for the kingdom, because we be acting like we don't live there. Like, we don't act like we don't know where we for real come from, and that,
Right.
that we're sent here, and it's definitely a difference. Like, shout out to Jasmine Brantley that's out there, as well as Princess Jenny. Hey, y'all. Thank you so much for tuning
Okay.
in
Hey.
with us. And
Hey
let's
y'all.
get right on
Love
into it.
you,
Let's start
sis.
our personas of faith clip. I was hoping to be in on the other end before, but we are actually running about 10 minutes into, and we can go ahead and say, so Will, if you could go ahead and cue up that personas of faith clip for us so we can discuss it. Shout out to Michelle Unveiled. Man, these episodes that we've been going through, this little mini drama, soap drama, that we
Very
have been
drama.
going through and being able to discuss. um yeah. Ooh, chat, and it's just getting
You're
better and
ruining
better.
it.
Ooh. Right. Like, it's getting juicier. So, like, let's like jump right up into it, because I want to discuss it. And then we
Yeah.
have
Yeah.
such an
Yeah. This
amazing
one.
guest
I like
today,
this.
Miss Makayla Harden. I cannot wait. She's excited. We're excited to discuss with her, and just highlight her and all that she
Right.
does, and then really discuss the products that she offers. Because I saw that list stuff. I'm
Uh-huh.
curious, like, what's in it, what it do, what it's for, like, all that stuff. So come on, give us the spiel and the tea. So go ahead, we'll pull up that personas of face words real quick. Thank you.
Although this podcast is based on actual events in the Bible, for dramatization purposes, the author uses internal monologue as a tool to invite listeners into the mind of the characters to hear some of their most intimate, unspoken thoughts. Personas of Faith will offer multiple perspectives that give listeners more insight about the characters' feelings, thoughts, and motivations. This podcast is intended for mature audiences.
Episode 4, Meet the Baby Mama. Okay, I get it. I'm just a young Egyptian servant. I get that. But this whole situation with Abram and Sarai, it's just messed up. No one ever asked me what my wishes were, and I wasn't given a choice. But Sarai was just so frustrated that she couldn't get pregnant, so she sends her husband to me so that I could sleep with him, so that I could have their baby. There was no conversation, no intimacy, just sex. I felt so violated. While the thought of laying with an honorable man like Abram is delightful, at the end of the day, he stole someone else's husband. This isn't how it's supposed to be. I had to truly put myself in Sarai's shoes. I mean, imagine knowing the promises that God has given your husband about having a son. She did what she felt was necessary, right? She didn't want to hold him back from God's plan. And in order to just get through, I had to just tell myself I was doing the right thing, that I was giving someone a gift. But how can the right thing feel so wrong? After I slept with Abram, my whole world changed. The night repeatedly played over and over in my mind, and I just felt like an object. I don't know what I was expecting when we were finished, but not that. He hopped right out the bed, and he didn't even look me in my eyes. It was almost as if he felt shame. But if he felt that way, why did he let it happen? I wanted to pray, but I didn't know what to pray. I didn't know how I should feel or what to feel. I've never felt so alone. I was just hoping I would just wake up and realize that this was all just a dream. What will people think of me when they find out? This is just too much. I have to just fix my mind on God's plan, on his promises, and just realize that it's not all about me. And it's a bigger picture. And God is using me to fulfill his promise to Abram, and he will have the son that God promised him because of me. Wait a minute. That doesn't make sense. Wouldn't he just allow Sarai to get pregnant so the baby would come from his wife? God, I don't know. I guess this is just my life. I'm just all over the place with my emotions. One minute I feel just used and abused, and the next minute I feel like I'm some sort of hero. I don't know. Maybe I just wanted to be held or just reassured that everything would work out and that I would have the support I needed. But what did I get? The very opposite. I wish I could have just had a conversation with Sarai. Maybe she would have changed her mind. Well, the reality is she didn't. And neither did Abram. And now here I am. Thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to follow me on Spotify and tune in to the next episode, and let's see what Sarai is up to now.
Although this podcast is based on actual events in the Bible,
Whoa. Whoa.
Wow.
Whoa.
Wow.
Whoa.
Wow.
Okay. So let's just
Hagar.
hop on. Let's just hop on in there. Do
Right.
you see how easy it is for your, she used the word, she said, this situation is messy. It's messed up, is what she said. Now it's messy. And can you see how your mess can spill over into somebody else's life without you even thinking about it, and the issues that it causes them psychologically, the things that they now have to like get some type of grip and control over within themselves that they would have never even had in their life had you not brought this over to them. Like,
Confused.
confused. And who's the author
Confused.
of that? Who's the author of that?
The
You know?
the right. 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 She let it all out. She said her emotions are everywhere.
Yep.
She don't know how to feel about herself.
Nope.
It's she's everywhere. I feel it. I feel like I'm everywhere with just listening to it.
Wow. Wow. Absolutely. Absolutely. I agree.
Like you
I
don't know how to feel. And then like it's like she used and abused type because she is like already considered like just a servant. So
right. Right.
she already thinking like, you know, this is what I don't know. It's just
Right, as if she doesn't understand her role anymore. Because again, you've blurred the line. You
right.
know what I'm saying? You've blurred the
Yeah,
line. And then her
yeah.
expectation for Abram
The
isn't even
expectations,
realistic.
yes.
Yeah, it's not even a realistic expectation. And she's
Yeah.
like, why do you feel shame? Well, he has gone against his master. He has
Right.
gone.
Yeah.
What would
He's
you
a married
expect?
man.
Hello?
Right.
Hello? He's a married man. And he never wanted to go against God. And so this
Yeah.
is what he's doing. Of course, you're gonna be hit with all that.
That
Like,
shame, right. Yeah. And then
yes,
she's feeling shamed and it's like and then that affects the baby. You know what? And
now
that's what does to the
yeah,
kid.
we ain't even
See?
thinking about the baby. We thinking about Hagar and the stuff that she now going through now.
Exactly.
Thinking about Sarah and what she was going through because we were thinking about all this other stuff, self. We never thought about somebody else and how it could in fact affect and impact their lives. And like you said, now we got a baby. Now we got a
Right.
baby.
Right. So I'm gonna interject with my crisis intervention piece because this is the youth show. So again, now here, Hagar is, and she's trying to figure things out, and she's um she's being sympathetic to Sarai while still acknowledging, how she personally feels about all of it. However, in my mind, I'm thinking, like, did it ever come a point in time where she says to herself, all of this worry and all of this stress, being as though the situation is what it is now, it's here. The situation is here. We can't turn back. But all of this stress and all this worry is affecting the baby. Like, did she ever think to herself, let me pray about the condition of my belly, of what I'm carrying in my belly? Let me ask God how to cover this child in prayer. And again, as parents, that's what happens. We make these decisions, when we bring our children into these unfair circumstances. They already being born into a bunch of foolishness, and then now here we go, we put them in, we add another layer to it. So it just made me think, like I said, for one, did she take time to pray over her child and consider the fact, or did she even realize at all, like, okay, all this stress and this worry can't be good for the baby. Let me get my mind and my head together so that the baby's not affected. Now, I'll say personally, from a personal standpoint, when I was carrying my second baby, I was a worry worm and stressed and I stressed and I stressed. Well, till this day, my second baby, my second daughter, she can feel every emotion that I carry, even till this day. So I can be way across the world somewhere. I can be in another room. I can just be in deep thought. And if she's in the house with me, she'll bust in the door. Mom, you okay? Mom, you good? You good? And I'll be like, I'm okay. And she'll be like, and I'll be like, well, why? What's wrong? And she'll be like, I don't know. I just had a feeling something was wrong. I'm just checking on you. If we're nowhere, one time I was in California. She's calling me. I'm all the way in California. She knew something was wrong. She's calling and checking on me. And so we have that type of connection. But because of that, now, she has this thing that she carries, because I didn't know at the time. I didn't know at the time to I was never taught to pray over my children while I was carrying them. I didn't know any of that. And so my mind was just consumed in my stress and in my worries. And I wasn't thinking about how this baby was going to be affected by my emotions. But and then we look at our children when after they're born, and we're like, well, what is wrong with them? I've raised them the right way. No, because they have some damage. We just think physically, but there is emotional damage that we can cause our children. And then you wonder why they come out anxious, and all they have all of these different types of feelings. And then, in the Black community,
Right.
we don't want to recognize, and we don't want to, say that we suffer with these things. Well, that's the wrong thing to do.
Exactly.
So that's my little tidbit. My little
I
price.
agree. I agree. And I think
Yeah.
when you stated that, we're already born into some mess, a lot of times, and the majority of the times, we have children born into the mess of just immaturity.
Mm-hmm.
The fact that you are an immature person parenting is your child being grown up into mess. You decided to get it together. And this is again going back to, hey, praying for your children, praying for your womb, understanding who you are, what you're carrying, the importance of what you're carrying, purpose of why you're carrying, the purpose of why you're here. Like all of this stuff, we really do believe that we're here for money, cars, clothes, get a house, go to school, get a job, be successful, have a family, and that's not why we're here. And we operate off that premise. We teach our children off that premise. We really do believe that, even though we'll say, "No, I know, I got a purpose. I know I'm here for God," but you don't live like that. Because if you live like that, we wouldn't participate in deaf's culture. You know what I'm saying? Or we wouldn't teach our children to participate in deaf's culture too. We would teach them, like, I know what my parents taught me. Hey, sis, bro, it's wrong. And so, no, don't go that way. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like, for instance, like I have tattoos, I have piercings. My mom should have said no, even when she did, and I went against her. She should have done something about that. I continued to disobey, and she told me not to get it. However, she didn't tell me the real ramifications of why I don't get a tattoo, why I don't get a
Yeah.
piercing. That means this is what this means, and then at that point allow me to make that decision, or even say, hey, this is not our culture, we don't participate in this is what this looks like, this is why they do that. We didn't have that education. And minus that piece, you have me doing whatever. You know what I'm saying? Not that God is, penalizing me for it. However,
Mhm.
it's still a representation of, hey, I'm participating in deaf's culture. And I should have been taught properly. Somebody should have thought about me as opposed to just their own personal situations to say, hey, we're passing down poison to them, not just your own child, everybody that you
Yes.
are responsible for.
Yes.
So
Poison in the roots.
yeah.
Poison in the roots.
Just because, and I say this to all of our children, just because we are adults, just because we have certain things or did certain things does not make it right. It does not make it like it was okay because we did it. No,
Yeah.
we were not taught right. And now that we have the opportunity to teach you guys, take that and run with it. Take that and turn. You guys have a better chance of turning faster and better because you get this information young, and we're just getting it, at our ages, you know, trying to turn a huge wheel in our life. So, this is man, all of this is think of other people before you make decisions. Think of other people before you lay down, before you lay
A-
down people.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I had a quick thought, a sudden thought. So I know we're going to do our interview after the commercial. But I wanted to bring our guest in so that she can kind of shed light
Yeah.
on how it feels, and kind of get that conversation going between her and Tamoya. I'm kind of interested in seeing. There you go. All right, all right, all right. It's
Hi, Miss Makayla.
Hi, how are you, Miss Makayla?
I'm good. How are you?
We are amazing. We are definitely happy to have you on with us. Well, yeah, like Miss Shannon said, your cousin, right? This is your cousin or your niece?
My niece. Mm-hmm.
Your niece. Okay. So like your aunt was saying, you were listening to the conversation, you were listening to the clip that we played. What are your thoughts and concern? I mean, in reference to the clip that we played and how it plays a part in your life as a youth?
Um, I just feel as though like she might have felt that it was like God's plan for her to carry her baby, but I just feel as though like if she would have said something, I feel like she would have felt where she was coming from. Like talking in like today's sense, um, a lot of people need to be more open because a lot of people say, house don't get fed. I feel as though if she would have came to her and told her how she felt, even
Mm-hmm.
even though she thought that it was God's plan, maybe it was God's plan for her to have someone else carry it, and that's why she felt the way she felt. So
Yeah.
yeah, I just feel like she could have told her before everything conspired, and I feel like she wouldn't have felt the way she felt if she.
Yeah, they didn't. Yeah, I feel like because she was like how they didn't talk to her. They didn't even communicate with her. Like it's basically like I was just asking myself when we were listening to it, like, is this technically like in today's time, would that be considered rape? Like, did he like rape her? Like, because
Hmm.
it's not like she said yes and they didn't talk to her about it, and she's just supposed to go through these 9 months carrying this child, and they just supposed to take the child, and she's supposed to what, keep cleaning their house
Right.
while they raise a child.
No, you're telling the truth. You're telling
Wow.
the truth. Like,
Yeah,
no, for real.
right.
Because people, they have like the surface level conversations. And you don't think about the conversations that come after, like all the many questions that's going to come after the fact, right? Like
Yes.
you just thinking you're providing the information in the beginning, but it's so much more
It's
that comes
so
with it.
much.
And think about that. That's like making a decision.
Right, and this baby's supposed to grow up,
And
and
now,
he's what? And his mama is really just cleaning the house,
yep,
and but it's
yep.
like this your mama for real, but this not really your mama, but this your daddy, and it's like
Do you
Mm-hmm.
see?
It's your daddy.
he has to grow
This
up.
is what we
He has
do. This is
to.
what we do.
Right. And that's a good point, Tamoya, because I never even thought about it in that sense that, she was kind of manipulated and taken advantage of because she was there to serve them. So they literally treated her like property. They
Yeah.
literally were like, well, you belong to me, so we can do whatever we want to do with you, however
Right,
we want to do it, and you have to obey. Now, what would have happened? Like I've never even thought of what would have happened if she didn't. You know what I mean? Like, what would have happened
right.
if
If
she
she,
didn't go along with it, right?
right, if she refused, then didn't want to, like, I don't know. That's in her mind. Like that's just I'm not her, so I couldn't even, like. She's like, I'm just an Egyptian servant, and it's like, oh,
Yeah, but we're
that
serving.
people thinks that she's just so less than who they are, but they
And
need her. Like you see what I'm saying? Like
Right.
they abuse your relationship. If you look at the relationship that's set up for them, they abuse the master servant relationship. You know what I'm saying? Like you can have a boss that abuses the employee employer relationship. You can have a
mhm,
parent that
yes,
abuses the parent child relationship. You can have a
yes,
spouse that abuse. So this is you can relate to the plight of being abused. Somebody taking advantage of a relationship they have with you. And this is why the model that we have for relationship, love, how to treat each other, all of it, it's already modeled for us. And communication is key. Communication equals relationship.
Yes.
So like you said, even in this situation, even if they were going to do all of this, they could have talked about this. And if you're feeling a particular way about anything, great point, Makayla, talk to people about how you feel. You would be so surprised. You would be so surprised. Like sometimes people be having so much going on within themselves, because as we notice Sarai, she has something already going on within her, all these insecurities, so she got this going on her. She may not even be really on Hagar like that. She really on right here. And Hagar is probably feeling these type of feelings and stuff, not realizing that, hey, she really on her own thing. She may not necessarily be doing things deliberately towards me. So when you sit down and talk, you be like, shut up. No, I didn't know. I thought you was because I thought, and you thought, and I thought,
especially females. So.
Oh, right. Listen, it's the crazy thing. And so I'm with you, Miss Makayla. Sit down and talk to people.
Communication.
And you never know. Just before we go into our commercial break, let me tell you, I was watching The Social Dilemma. You guys should go and watch that. The Social Dilemma. It is huge on Netflix. It is imperative if you watch this, so you can understand that when we're using these social mediums, it's more than just them transferring our personal data and information. It's way more to it than that. You understand that we're like pawns in this game, like they're playing with us socially. You know what I'm saying? So when I was watching it and he was talking about how, depending on where you are demographically, depending on who you are, like me and you could be in the same city, we can have the same set of friends, and we still never get the same news feed on our timelines. We still never get to. So the whole time we be thinking like, I know they saw that, I know somebody saw this or that. No, they didn't. They necessarily did not, because the way that the algorithm is pretty much spinning, because that when you pull down your browser feed for it to refresh, that is like psychology for you to be like at a casino, or like you're pulling down the wheel. It's that dopamine. You getting this game that they playing with you. But again, go and watch that. And so again, when you're doing that, it's refreshing. Just because we got the same friends from the same city does not mean we're getting the same information.
That is true.
That's crazy. So you could think that somebody they may see your post, and you know what I'm saying? They may not even have the opportunity to support you because they never saw it.
Right.
Communication. I'm just saying. And then you sit over there like, dang, you could have liked it. You could. No, not if I didn't see it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's starting to be like a different way of how you. So now it's like, now don't take nothing personal, and don't, just love people. Like, you just don't know where people coming from. You don't know where people at. Some of the times you don't even know where you at. Okay, send me your locations. How about that? And let's communicate. I love that. Thanks, Miss Makayla. Like, I love that. Yeah. So let's go ahead and go into our commercial, and then we'll just go into our interview with Miss Makayla when we get back. Go ahead, Will.
Rock Truth got merch, y'all. Who is your true north? Who holds you down so you'll always know where you are? God, the original true north, the original point of reference. Check out our clothing line, True North, at rocktruth2.com for your kingdom culture needs. Everything from tees to sweats, men's, women's, and kids' sizes. Inez Essentials Whipped Body Butter has a wide assortment of 8-ounce body.
Y'all don't know what we're talking about?
Rock Truth got merch, y'all. Who is your true north? Who holds you down so you'll always know where you are? God, the original true north, the original point of reference. Check out our clothing line, True North, at rocktruth2.com for your kingdom culture needs. Everything from tees to sweats, men's, women's, and kids' sizes. Inez Essentials Whipped Body Butter has a wide assortment of 8-ounce body butter made with unrefined shea and mango butter, infused with vitamin E oil, coconut oil, sweet almond oil, natural mica powder, and fragrant essential oils. It is designed to heal and moisturize dry skin, and it is perfect for the whole family. Our whipped shea butter is handcrafted with a blend of natural and organic ingredients. The unicorn body butter can be customized to the scent of your choice. If a scent is not chosen, no scent will be added. Have you been searching for a custom home decor and crafts? Check out Delicious Designs. For more information, simply search Della Williamson on Facebook. Are you in need of advertisement or marketing tools? Branded in his image prints, logos, flyers. Contact us today. Rock True Prints is ready to serve your printing and designing needs. We offer a full array of marketing tools, logos, flyers, business cards, video ads, and website designs. If you need our services for prints, we got you there too. Contact us at rocktruthradio@gmail.com for more information.
All right.
All right,
Welcome back.
I'm back.
I don't know what the glitch in the matrix was. That was funny.
Yeah, we was all caught off guard.
I'm there looking like, wait, what?
Check out that social dilemma.
Right. A shout out to Tate Zena on Facebook joining us now, as well as Lord Ty. Hey, Lord Ty. What's going on, y'all? All right, y'all, let's go ahead and get into this interview. Go ahead, Miss Shannon. Introduce us to your niece.
All right, y'all. We have the fabulous, the phenomenal Makayla Harden. And you know what? I ain't even going to hold you because I messed up the name of her business every time. So I'm not even going to try to pronounce it. However, but we have the fabulous Makayla Harden. She is my niece. Listen, y'all, she gives me life. She's so inspiring. I just love to watch her shine. I love to watch her glow. I mean, I was just taken back when I seen I knew she had the skincare products, and she was working on some things. But then when I seen she posted that she was taking that a little bit further, I'm not going to get into it. I'm gonna let her tell us what that further is. But I was excited. I was like, listen, I need you. I hit her up right away. Like, listen, niece, I need you to come on Rock Truth because we need you on there. We need to know what this is about. So here you have it, our fabulous Makayla Harden.
Hey guys.
Hey.
I'm so good.
Oh, he unmuted me. I'm like, am I mute? Okay, he unmuted me. How are you today, Queen?
I'm good. How are you?
Amazing. So why don't you tell us about yourself? Tell us where you're from, and then also tell us about the company that you have.
I'm from Magnolia, New Jersey.
Okay.
I'm 22 years old. I started my business around the start of the pandemic last year. Um, it was just little after I had my son. I was dealing with postpartum hair loss, and it was like chunks and chunks of hair falling out. So I'm like, what can I do that my hair doesn't fall out? So I decided to start doing hair masks. Then I'm thinking long term, and my sister, she deals with like really bad eczema, and so I wanted to try face masks on her face and like her skin, and it just all sort of started working out. So it started to become a passion. Like I wanted to help people like with skin and hair. So I decided to go back to school um, to be an esthetician. I start in May at RTRY, and eventually I want to open my own like multi-purpose day spa for women, like a women's sanctuary where you can get a facial done, your hair, your nails, massages, waxes, everything you could think of. And I have like a bunch of friends that are so talented in many of those things, and I just thought it would be a good idea to open my own women day spa.
Wow.
That
Wow.
listen,
I have so
that
much to
is
say.
amazing.
It won.
I have so much to say. Because you know what, Miss Makayla, I am also 22 years old, and I am a part of eczema awareness, hashtag eczema awareness. It's been bad. It's been really bad my whole life, and even though I have found a way to maintain it for half of my life, I am now being brought back to a part of my life where I was a little insecure, but I was also a child, so I really wasn't, because my family made sure that I felt secure, but it's just with self. So and I also have dealt with the hair loss because I have Crohn's disease. So with treatment, I've dealt with losing my hair, but I've also found a way to love myself and just love myself bald and go through all the changes with having hair and not having hair, and with having patches on my skin and not having patches on my skin, because eczema is it takes a toll on you. It can attack you mentally, not only physically. It can make you think less of yourself. And I'm all for women empowering too, especially with eczema, because from a child to adult, all women with any skin disorder, eczema, psoriasis, that they are beautiful, beautiful. And any person that I come across that have any like anything, I always let it be known, because I'm all for that. And you talking about this sanctuary, like, oh wow, that's dope. That's really dope. And I've thought that. I just thought, like, why don't nobody do that? And you
Yeah.
just thought about it, so you can do it. There's so much talent everywhere. And you from New Jersey. I'm all the way over here in Indiana. It's just, you can do anything. We can
Yeah.
literally do anything we want to do. We can do anything.
Yes.
We're so young. You
And
said you
know
have
that
a baby?
you said
Yes.
we can do
What's his
anything.
name?
Name's Giovanni.
Devani?
Giovanni.
Yeah. What you say?
Gio.
Giovanni? Giovanni?
Gio.
Gio?
Yes.
Giovanni! Okay.
Giovanni.
Great. Oh, wow. Oh,
So,
wow.
Makayla, can you pronounce the name of your company for your aunt? Because I'm a little slow on the draw.
So it's a mixture of me and my sister's names. So called Jasmine
Jasmine Lamagno?
Lamaya.
Lamaya. Okay. Okay. Okay.
Lamayako. Jasmine Lamayako.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
I love the spelling. I love the spelling because you do what
I
I do with
like
work.
that in my head, but I wasn't sure, and I was like, I'm not even gonna. I ain't even gonna embarrass myself.
It sounds a bit too light.
But I mean, I do want to say something to you, Makayla, and I haven't shared this with you personally, but a lot of times as a young woman, and when you're really pretty at that, when you're really pretty and you're beautiful, people don't tend to realize that pretty girls have low self-esteem.
Yeah.
And sometimes that kind of comes off as something different. Like a lot of pretty women kind of look at other women and feel like you have to be in competition. So for
Yeah.
you to have this thought, for you to be a pretty young lady and for you to have this thought, like, I want to empower and pamper other women, is like, it's beyond me, because we're taught as women, we're taught through colorism, and we're taught, how to compete against one another. We have never really been taught how to uplift one another, how to empower one another, how to inspire one another, how to support one another. It's like, oh, I got to do what I got to do to beat her. You know what I mean? And
Yes.
see that you are like, you're like my friends, my friends are very talented. It's like you're moving up, so you're taking your people with you. And I just want to commend you for that, because we don't see that, a lot in our society.
I mean,
And
but what's
comment
really
on
the
that.
joy in doing it alone?
Make,
Where's the joy in doing it alone? Why
right.
do it
One
by
would think,
yourself?
one would,
Why be at
one
the
would,
top by yourself? Why?
one would
Where's the
think,
fun
but
in that?
hard.
Making a
That's hard.
I actually was looking for schools to go to, like to further my business. And it was this one girl that I know was doing this. And I kept asking her, like, what school do you go to? Like, what are some of the best schools? And like she would literally just ignore me. And I'm thinking like, as a Black woman, you should wanna help and take
Come
people,
on, sis.
but instead you're just like not willing to help somebody move forward, and you know how hard it took you to get here, so why not bring somebody else with you, you know?
Yeah, because
Yeah,
people that you're in competition, and that was what I was going to say earlier to Moya when you said, we, and that's the purpose of this, because you guys can collaborate. You're coming from, your piece that's personal for you, very personal for you, from a child, having, in a sense, alligator skin, right? Like, and coming all the way out of that to who you are, fighting through. No, I've seen her
yes,
and
yes,
fighting through, and I'm trying my best. I'm gonna try not to cry right now, but fighting through everything, and how you are still smiling. You don't care when you don't have hair, you got patches, you still confident. And just because you're 22 doesn't mean you don't impact somebody that's 38, to be confident in who you are, no matter how you are. Love yourself. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
no, I saw you as a child. I've seen you grow up as a child, to go from having alligator skin to having children that are pick on you and bully you and talk about you because they didn't understand you and didn't take the time out to even get to know you as a person on the inside of your house, and they just judge you from the outside, like, and then to still go through, and you're a child.
yeah.
exactly.
You're a child. So you collaborate with other people who are in that same field that you're in, with you and Makayla. Like you said, she in Philly, you in Indiana, and y'all can still impact and make the difference that other children need, but other adults. You saw somebody else
Yes.
posted, that was an adult that said, come up with this and I'll travel all the way to Jersey just to be in this environment. And that's what we do. We are recreating kingdom culture in a kingdom environment. And it's saying, hey, all women come here and you'll feel beautiful. We'll cater to you. We'll make you feel like the queen that you are, no matter how you look, no matter how you feeling on the inside. You got a patch over here. You got your edges coming out. Don't worry about it. Sis, come on in.
Come
Pull up.
on,
Pull up.
because we got something. You can always. It's just
Yes.
in this society. It's. I'm glad that I have grown, and I'm still growing into the woman that I am, so that I can help and inspire other young women to you know just
Yes.
know that it's okay. Like it is all right because it's really the joy. We go back to joy. Go back to joy. Like nobody can take that away. You
Nobody.
man,
It,
beautiful
it,
one on
it's
the inside and the outside.
it's funny because me and Mary had this conversation a few weeks ago, and I kind of forgot about it, Tamoya. So
Uh-huh.
we were kind of talking about your journey, and I shared something with her that I hadn't shared with nobody on the show yet, but um, she was telling me about your journey, and it kind of just broke me down because I mean I'm 36 years old. When I was about maybe I think about 5 or 6 years old. Long story short, my dad was in the kitchen. He was cooking, and I ran into the kitchen, right into his legs as he was carrying a pot of hot water from the stove to the sink, and he dropped it on me. So I Yeah, I was in the hospital. So I have burns on my chest, on my shoulders, a little bit on my back, and down my arm. And so for years, even like my best friends in school didn't know that I had these scars because I never wore revealing shirts. I wore long sleeve shirts, or if they was short sleeve, it had to be long enough to come past the scar on my arm.
Right.
When I got married, it was he's my ex-husband now, but it was him who kind of pulled that confidence out of me. And he told me that it was my scars that was the most attractive thing about me, and that kind of gave me confidence to come out. But
Come
then
on.
when we got divorced, the thing is though, when we got divorced, it's like he took that with him. When he left, he took that piece with him, and so I kind of went back into my shell. But after hearing your story, it just kind of gave me more life. Like, wow, like, she don't even have the opportunity to hide these things. I have the opportunity to hide these things from people, but she don't, and she's rocking her truth. So
Oh,
it inspired me to do that, So listen, y'all youth really have to, it's really amazing, and it's dope to see how, your confidence, and how, your wisdom, and how your courage to live life encourages the elders. So don't ever think that you can't infect and affect somebody else's life with positivity, to kind of get them out of what they've been going through. So I definitely appreciate both of y'all. Like,
too.
yeah,
Yes, I'm gonna put pictures. I'm gonna put pictures of my journey, like I'm gonna do pictures. It's really, I because I've always been just, I've had so much joy. Like I've just always been happy. But like even
mhm,
though like I get down, like because I have my down moments where it's just me and the Lord, and I have to literally cry out to the Lord, and that's just something else. But like when you see my pictures, you'll see like I'm typically happy. So the alligator skin, you really can't see it because all you see is the joy on my face, and like that I'm just so happy. Like they tried to make me feel as normal and as possible, and I thank my family today, forever, and ever, because it was bad. Like I couldn't eat everything. I had to get special stuff. Kids eating ice cream and pizza, not Tamoya. Not Tamoya. Tamoya gotta get so special.
Yeah.
Kids going in the pool, not Tamoya. Tamoya gotta get some shower shoes. Tamoya gotta be covered up. We gotta rub Tamoya down.
Right, right.
I feel bad for them more than me because I was the child that needed to be rubbed down and put up. But yeah, now that I'm doing it as an adult, yeah, I gotta do it myself.
yeah.
And it's a lot of work, but I thank God every day.
Hmm.
I thank God every day. Look,
So Miss
you
Miss
keep it
Makayla,
up. Makayla, you doing it. You is
she
doing it.
definitely is. She definitely is. Miss Makayla, I have a question for you.
Yeah.
So for those of your peers, in your generation, your peers, what tips can you give them? Maybe tips where along your journey of starting your company, of starting your business, what tips can you give them that they can, maybe areas that they can avoid making a mistake, that maybe a mistake that you made, or what is the greatest tip or advice that you can give to your peers?
I want to say people are so like having everything together. It's okay not to have everything together. You have a business in mind. You don't have to wait until
Teach.
you have that LLC. You don't have to wait for that. Start that business. Like if you have a passion for something, start it because it's only going to go up from there. That's why you grow. Yeah, you don't have that many products to put out right now. You don't know too many about this. You're going to learn as you go on. You're going to learn. Whether you learn it now or while you're growing, you're going to learn. So just start that business. Stop worrying that it's not okay. You're getting 2 likes. Eventually, you're going to be getting 200 to 2,000. You don't have to worry about who's liking, who's sharing. People will come. People will come. And people are so bent on, oh, I don't think I'll have a lot of people to do this, do that. You don't know who's watching. You really don't. For a minute, my platform was just on Instagram. I started posting on Facebook. I started getting more love than I was just getting posted on Instagram. You'll eventually learn. You don't have to know everything then and there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Of that you better teach.
And that's that. Like,
I feel attacked. I feel attacked. Sis said you don't gotta wait. You don't gotta wait until everything fall into place, because that's literally me. Like, I'm always I gotta have all the pieces together. And a friend of mine told me, don't look at it in terms of a wall. Look at it in terms of a brick. So build that wall brick by brick. And honey, you just brought that back around and put me in my place. And I feel attacked a little bit.
Come on, sis.
I love it.
sometimes plans don't go as planned.
Right.
Not be going as planned.
Right.
It's going according to his. So I'm with you.
You gotta do what he's telling you to do in that moment. You have to, if he says stop and you need to do something else, you need to drop it and move on.
Come on. Come on.
Plans not always go as planned, and that's something that
Exactly. That's a blessing. That's a blessing. You got to understand where your blessings actually lie. Your blessings don't lie in your plans. It's in him. Now he is appreciative of the fact that you're going ye therefore. You've making a plan to complete what it is that he completed in you. He is with you on that, but you also got to be ready to shift when he moves, and don't get caught up in it. Don't
transition.
Hello. Mm-hmm. And like you said, you're learning every step of the way. So stop acting like you're an expert in this. You ain't an expert in it, because guess what? Ain't nobody ever did what you are doing.
Exactly.
They may have opened up a business, but they ain't opened up your business.
Hello?
You know what I'm saying? In his name. It's just different. It's the girl, you not, and we told you what to say to the youth. And you talking to everybody. You talking to multitudes. You know what I'm saying? And you 22 and you unlock the real key to having a successful business. Minding yours.
Yeah.
Minding yours. If you just mind it, they will come. They say if you build it, they will come. No. If you mind it, they will come. If you mind it, they will come.
Yes.
Girl, you better teach up in here 20.
Hello.
She ain't even dropping bombs. She just throwing them jokers at us like, just missiles all over the place. Like, here, take that. Like, I mean, I really feel attacked and put in my place, and I started a couple of times and I kind of stepped back from it, but now it's like, I don't have no other choice but to get my life in order, because my beautiful niece then just snapped her finger and said, okay, this is what you're supposed to do. Okay. And so what else can what else can you say to that? You can't oppose that. You can't oppose that. Not coming from a 22-year-old who's just getting started, like Right. And just to see where your mind is right now at 22, like, be encouraged that knowledge and that wisdom is going to grow, but it's not going to come without a test. Okay. It's not going to come without some fire behind it. So just keep going, just be encouraged, because right now you're going strong, but you're going to run into them times where, you're going to have your weak moments, and it's going to feel like, oh, I need to take a break, or I want to step back from this. But listen, just keep going, because I'm telling you are giving me life over here. Okay. In the other Jersey. So yeah. And
I'm with you, sis. I just want to like compound on that. When she said keep going, keep going, because he's not throwing directly to you. He's
Right.
throwing to the position. He's throwing to the spot. All he needs for you to do is get there. And that's why what he sends is precinct. It's already there. Like, just get there. Don't worry about nothing that's ahead of you, behind you, around you. Don't think about obstacles. Like, this is that mind in your business. Get there.
Mm-hmm.
Get to that spot where he present what he already had for you.
And
so when you get there, now you got that, open it up, and then you keep going. You ain't stopping that either. You keep going, Forrest. Go. You know, girl, I love you.
That's right. Miss Makayla, you have some products to share with us, right?
Yes.
I don't have them with me, but my Instagram is at lamaya.co. Right now on there, body scrubs and face mask and masks. But soon we're expanding. Soon we'll be having with body butters and more products.
Wow, that's dope. That's dope. That's a nice start. That really is a nice start. And let that grow. Let that grow and do what you have to do there, And I feel that when you say don't be in a rush. You know what I mean? Just listen. I'm over here like, okay, I'm ready.
Are some of your products gonna be for people with eczema? Because I know like a lot of people with eczema can't use a lot of scented stuff or like a lot of stuff that has.
So everything is natural and
Okay.
so,
Okay. You got a website? You gonna put we got a website we could go to?
I have platform is on right now. So it's at Jasmine Lamaya Co on Instagram.
Maya Co. On Instagram, you say, right?
Great.
Yeah, Lamaya.
I'm trying to get this right. I don't want to be putting the wrong business name.
It's Jasmine with a S or a Z?
With a S, it's no
S.
JASMINLAMAY .co.
Do you have anything on Facebook or
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
just on?
I just post things on my regular page.
Okay.
My website will be up soon. I'm trying to get this shipping thing right. No issues. There are a lot of people asking me if I ship. So it should be up by the end of this week.
Are you muted, Mary? We can't hear you.
Okay, I got it. I got you, girl. I got
I'm
you.
muted. Yes, I'm muted because I keep getting you hit. Like, hello.
Only in the background playing with the.
Yeah, you're in the middle of a show. Me,
Right.
okay. EP, are you sitting there? Come on, where you at? I need to on my mute button. Damn. Jesus. But thank you so much, Miss Makayla. Like, thank you. I love everything you brought to this table. 22. That's your new name. 22. That's how you leaving here. Go and get it on the Thursday or something. But that's you. And so I really enjoy everything that you brought to us today, and the message that you said to seriously everybody, not with your own business. You came with your own business, guys. You came with your own set of plans, your own set of purpose for this world. Like, so she talking to you too. You may not have started out, and you may not have that LLC. You may not have don't worry about it. Keep drawing, keep singing, keep playing games, video games. That could be a venture. Keep
whatever it is that you do, keep mixing and all that stuff. Keep going. You know, you'll get there. You'll get there learning, and that's the beauty of it.
Yes.
So thank you so much, sis, for coming out. Tamoys, you got anything?
I don't. I have your information, so just we'll be in touch.
Yes.
Absolutely. Collaboration over competition. And that was one thing that you guys were talking about. Like, again, we wasn't taught that. We're coming out of slavery. We're coming out of a slave mentality, and we're
Yeah,
coming out of oppression. And
yeah,
so we're used to oppressing each other. And it's easier for a few of us to be out and still have a sense of control over the others. You know,
yeah,
we're taught the oppressor's game. You know what I'm saying? So that's why we have a society in which we're, as Black people, as Black women, we're not helping and encouraging each other. But that's okay, because that's all new now. We're gonna change up. I mean,
yeah.
it's all
And we
we got
finna try to nip that in the bud.
dang on right. We helping each other now for nothing. We helping each other now for nothing. And I don't care. I'm not trying to profit from you. I'm helping you for nothing. I'm gonna share your stuff for nothing. I'm like, it's free anyway.
It's
Like
free.
Yes. People
you know,
buy your products just to support you. No, a simple referral, share, like all that helps.
That's it.
You don't have to purchase just to support somebody. Tell a
Yeah,
friend, tell a friend.
tell a
yeah.
friend, girl. Go ahead, girl.
I support people that don't even like me.
Hello, girl, to you, girl. I don't even know these girls. Just like, look,
I'm just caught up over here. I don't even know what to say. Yeah, listen. Oh man, I'm all kinds of tongue tied over here. No, seriously, because my mind is just blown, because literally, like I said, I love when the youth can speak life in general, not just to the peers, but listen, you just y'all put me all the way in my place, from one encouraging me to be who I am authentically and unapologetically who I am, real, raw, and uncut royally, right?
Like
And then
them Mexican tacos.
just doing what I have to do. So, I mean, I know that, you are going to go far in your endeavors. Keep that mindset, baby. Don't let nobody poison your mindset. Don't let nobody poison your ears. Don't let nobody give you an ear infection. You have already the foundation of what you need to keep, you're building off of that foundation. That's a solid foundation, okay? And it's a foundation that a lot of us adults don't even have. So we can learn a lot from our youth. Listen, like you said, man, collaboration, no competition. That right there just hit me completely different. Okay. So thank you so much, Miss Taylor, for joining us. Thank you for accepting the invitation. I do not take it lightly. I know you're my niece, and we got major love for one another, but I do not take it lightly that you took time out of your day, to, it's not just, it's not about, us trying to pull out of you or you trying to get that shine, but you really came on here and spoke to the people. You really came on here and gave, you just gave life. And, and then you said you did it in the beginning of the pandemic, and that's just a whole other, in the beginning of the pandemic, when things were so uncertain, money was tight, everybody is scared, but you took that and ran with it. So
Yeah.
man, I really, I appreciate that. I really appreciate you. Thank you for your yes.
that Michelle dropped into rock bottom. What are you saying yes to today? And I'm with you. Thank you for your yes. Like seriously, you are yet another model for somebody young and old. You're bridging gaps. Somebody can look to, emulate, see. You know what I'm saying? Have some type of a blueprint as to how to. And like she said, jumping off in the midst of a pandemic, like that's a whole nother level. That's a whole nother mindset. And again, at your age, like, and then you're flying, like you're just jumping to fly, like you saw, like no shade. Like I literally in my training process, God had me looking at birds, and birds, they're an essential part to my training. It helps me to understand, being sustained and having blessed assurance and how he provides, But one day I'm at a stoplight, literally, and he's just like, look at them birds. And I'm watching them learn how to fly. And they all, on the wire in a sense, but they're on the electricity, wires. And you're watching them. So a few of the birds, they jump out there and they go. They jump out there. They ain't afraid. They just jump out there and they go. And then it was you said like, or I don't know what it is, but they just go. And then there's other birds that don't go. They're watching. They never, come off the line. They just looking. And then there's some that go, but then they come back. And I was just curious. I was just like, what would make you like kind of like jump out there, but then you get scared and you come back? And now I know. I know. Like you wanted to jump, you wanted to, you know what I'm saying? But the truth, your truth was that you were doing what you were doing fearfully. You know what I'm saying? And not the way in which that God made you fearful. And so you were scared, as opposed to just, man, you jumping and you're soaring and you're free. And that's what I see with you, Miss Makayla. You are free. You are soaring. And then not only that, you come back and you teach it. You know what I'm saying? So now, like that Migos, you walking like you talking. And I love that.
Yes,
like
water.
You know what I'm
Water.
saying? Like, so that's this dope. Like, one more question to get out of here. What products do you sell, and what's some of the ingredients and benefits before we get out? Okay, so I sell different face masks, hair masks, and body scrubs right now. They all tackle different things. So our signature body scrub, Jasmine Lamaiko, that tackles like eczema and moisturizing the skin. We have a face mask called Rejuvenation, and that tackles the glow in your skin and dead skin. And then we have a hair mask that you have curly hair, natural curly hair, your curls bounce back like that. You can use it once and your curls will be back in no time. Whether you have heat damage from dyeing your hair, it helps a lot. That's what's up. Like again, I say she's 22. Can we say she's 22? Like I mean, we got so many people on here offering products, offering doing stuff. She's 22. Doing it, the benefits, knowing what you need, like just basing off what she's come from her own life. So as a 30-year-old, as a 25-year-old, as a 22-year-old, as a you can do it too. You can do it too.
Absolutely.
Like look, the air up here is great. Doing it doesn't you can't do it. It's so many makeup, it's so many clothes lines. You can still do it. You're not that. You don't tell. It's your own. You build as you go.
Might I brag a little bit and say that she's also a young mother and a fiance, so she's doing all of this.
Right.
Doing all of this on top of her motherly responsibilities, okay? Like just giving me like, okay? Like let me brag a little bit about my baby.
Come on. And I said age ain't nothing but a number. Like, people think just because you young and you have a child, oh, you ain't grown. Let me tell you something. Being responsible at any age is being grown. Yes. Girl, ain't nothing stopped you. Like, you're beating all odds. Like, come on, girl, you are. Like, girl, she said, Mompreneur. I know that's right.
Mompreneur. Yes.
Come on. Come on. Do you understand how many single parents are out there? That's an example. Do you understand how many teenage mothers are out there? That's an example. Do you know how many people out there that are just starting business? That's an example. How many? That's an example. Black, that's an example. Look at who you represent.
Yeah.
At 22.
At 22.
So don't tell me with God and who he can move, who he can use, who he can't. Don't tell me about age. None of that factors into him.
It's us.
Hello.
It's us. Get that change your mind for the kingdom all the way. It ain't just you turning from your sinful life. It's changing your mind how you think.
Yeah. Right.
You know, that girl, you are it, girl, and I need you to know that.
She dope. Ain't she dope? She dope.
I've been mad if you don't. You see me over here, I've been mad.
Right. We definitely want to have you come back on as you journey on and as you move forward in your process. We're going to continue to bring you back so you can continue to share more of your wisdom and more.
Yes.
The people you need to know, okay?
Yes.
You just we need to know.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I know we got to get out here, and don't think that I ain't been kind of like grooming you low key, because we are formulating a new panel for Rock Youth. And so we want to have, co-hosts that are here with Tamoya, and it kind of pulls
me. The setup is real. I'm gonna talk to you later, okay? I'm just doing it out here.
I hope you've been watching you, because I've been watching you this entire.
Come be with me. Sometimes, it doesn't matter. We'll talk.
Yeah, I hope so. I need y'all to retire.
Right. And listen to our viewers and our subscribers. You can continue this conversation on with Miss Makayla, in our Facebook forum, Rock Youth, Rock Truth. So if you haven't subscribed to our Rock Youth, Rock Truth community yet, please our Facebook forum, join the group, and let's continue this conversation. Not with just her, but you can join the conversation with Tamoya. You can ask her questions. We have other panelists, have other guests. Like, get involved. Like, there's a lot of vital information in there. Not obviously not just for the youth. Okay, so if you're an adult and you lost, like, come on, join the conversation. Different up here.
The information is free for now.
It is for now.
So,
well,
take advantage.
Take advantage. Take full advantage.
There you have it.
There you have it. We are out of here, y'all. We thank you guys for tuning in with us. Rock with us. Absolutely nothing at all. Tamoya,
take us out. All right, y'all. We live, we laugh, be true, be you, rock truth every day, every Monday, every Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday,
Thursday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.
I love y'all.
Bye, guys.